coming across a scientific treatise by Imam Abu Hanifa. That treatise is there in Bibliothèque Internationale of Paris, written by his hand, containing algebraic equations. I will say this is one example. You will have numerous. Every great Muslim scholar whose name you read today in history, Sayyidina Imam al-Shafi'i and Sayyidina Imam Malik, Sayyidina Imam Fakhruddin al-Razi, Sayyidina Imam al-Ansari, any one of them, every one of them was an encyclopedist. Every one of them was, without exception. And consequently, Muslims fulfilled the job of laying the foundations of modern science, of unearthing all those treasures which were there in China or India or elsewhere, and classifying it, shifting the false from the true, giving the science the shape of pure science. It was they who gave it the shape of pure science. In Greek science, chemistry was combined with magic. Medicine was combined with medicine and other formulae. Physics was combined with metaphysics. It was not pure science. It is they who laid the foundations of pure science. And not only did they purify that knowledge which was there and classify it, they laid the foundations of several branches of exact sciences. They are the founders of algebra. They gave zero to Europe. They gave the sine, cosine, tangent, cotangent in trigonometry. They were the founders of coordinate geometry. They were the founders of mensuration. They were the founders of numerous other branches of knowledge, and they were the discoverers of some of the most advanced discoveries of science. About blood and about the optics and about this and about the heavens and about the earth. It was they who laid the foundations of this modern scientific resurgence in Europe. It was not Bacon who was the introducer of scientific method or the founder of scientific method. It was the Muslim. And Bacon, the only work he did was to translate into Latin what was given in Arabic. And he was a pupil of Muslim scientists. He had learned even the ABC of science from his Muslims. Then a very unfortunate thing happened. Two great shocks occurred in the world of Islam. The expulsion of the Moors from Spain and the fall of Baghdad. Spain and Baghdad, they were the seats of scientific learning in the Islamic world. And their enemies saw to it that every trace of their scientific and of their scientific culture was completely vanished. And after this, you find the Muslim culture deviating. It was progressing in that direction. First of all, the conquest of the self, then the spiritual conquest of the environment, and then the conquest of nature. This was the series in this order of merit, Islam and Islam. You see? So, it withdrew itself from the conquest of nature. Last word. So it has arose who said that the conquest of the self alone is necessary. returned from the scientific observatory and laboratory to the musalla with a tasbih. And then teachings were coined more in the name of Sufism. It has been very badly treated by the Muslims. That if a person reads such and such thing on such and such night, then he will get sawab, which will be equivalent in number to the hair which are there on the bodies of the goats and sheep of such and such type, and it was attributed to the Holy Prophet Muhammad. So, consequently, the guru or our ideas about our education became more and more narrow. Finally, when we became extremely weak in the field of technology, and Europe went ahead, and the fight had been there between us and Europe, they in their own time took advantage of their advance in the field of industry and technology. They were able to build up better arms. They were engaged all the time in various fields of knowledge. They went ahead of us. And when they found that they had gone ahead of us, they attacked the world of Islam under a definite plan. And in the 19th century, when there were so many East India companies, the British East India Company and the Dutch East India Company and so on, when they attacked the world of Islam from east to west, from west to east side, I say, what the world saw was that the entire Muslim world crashed at the house of God. And when it crashed, when it became the political slaves of their enemies, they saw to it that Muslims should not get that education which can make them powerful and great. They saw to everything which they, and they carried it out with the greatest wisdom. And we, because we had been under the shock, we thought about it not in terms of wisdom, but in terms of immediate needs. This knowledge of science is coming from Europe, it is coming from the kuffar, therefore we should not take it, therefore it is something else. We did not think as to what will be the consequence. The consequence will be that we will not be able to make one nail or one creeper, and they will be, they who are against us, they are trying even today, whatever they are trying, it is very well known. They will be capable of going to the moon, and they will be capable of establishing a station from where they can threaten us. One bomb from there and you are gone. So remain safe all the time. We will do that. And if we continue to lose the opportunity, if Muslims do not take to comprehensive education, and do not understand the emphasis on al-ilm in the Quran and in the Hadith, probably what I said at one of the meetings that we are 700 billion, but we are not worth 7 cents. We might have to say after 120 years that we are not worth even 1 cent. It is. Why should we make Islam a joke? Why? What right have we? If we cannot benefit from Islam, if we find ourselves so weak in our mind and thought, let us leave it. Why should we become a walking insult to Islam? That in every community and every country, Muslims are behaving in a manner which is Islamic. They are sent before the court of law. Here is a Muslim. He committed murder and here is a Muslim. He committed rape and here is a Muslim. He committed this.